Hey guys, what's going on? Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency video. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get right into the information today. As you can see, I lowered the Kevin Cage little banner here, so hopefully we can see more of the screen, and I've been toying with my audio software. Let me know if you have any tips in order to fix this quality for you guys, and I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet just for a quick update for all of you. So I was just looking at PBFT, which is Practical Byzantine Fault Tolerance, a type of consensus. Just ignore that. So anyways, first article, we got Logos. So Spring, which is the initiative, it's away from really Ripple, but it's helping explore and really grow the XRP ecosystem with various use cases. We can see acquires a DeFi, which DeFi is an acronym or really an abbreviation for decentralized finance products. They really want to kind of get into that ecosystem as well. So acquires a DeFi payments platform called Logo Network. Now Ripple has made its first move towards building decentralized finance products based on XRP and the XRP ledger. Logos Network is a high-performance, scalable cryptocurrency designed for RTP, real-time payments. And then again, the PBFT provides decentralization, fast settlement times, high throughput, and transaction immutability. So very good to see this. There's going to be various products hopefully being built upon this. As we can see, Logos will now help Ripple build derivatives, XRP derivatives, loans, just like even collateralized loans in other platforms such as Nexos, futures and forwards. So various options. And can anyone say liquidity? How about price discovery? And all of these are essential, absolutely. So that's good to see. Here's the official press release of joining Ripple Spring. And then regarding that, let me see what I was just talking about. I'm going to Control F for scalability really quick. So right here, since Logos project was launched almost 2 years ago, we have continually pushed the envelope of blockchain speed and scalability, and we are eager to bring that same energy and passion to the Spring team. And it is pronounced Spring. You can say XSpring. It really doesn't matter, guys. But the cool thing is I was just watching like an hour video of David Schwartz earlier today, and he was just kind of discussing, this was back in May of this year, and he was talking about, of course, XRP and the XRP ledger is very, very scalable, but they haven't really been focusing on that and growing the scalability per se and expanding on the network. So it's good to see this type of news come on and see that they're still going in all directions. Right here, Rob Cash. So he does have a YouTube channel. Highly recommend it. Just type in Rob Cash XRP. Great guy in the community. And right here, adoption is being picked up off the table for ADA, ADA, or Cardano. And as we can see, it's actually a New Balance partnership. So pretty cool here. And this is true utility, guys. Remember, a lot of people are saying that the next true bull run will be driven by utility, real digital assets solving real problems. So New Balance, the shoe company, is using Cardano blockchain with ADA to verify the origins of range of its products. So really to protect from not counterfeiting per se, but authentication and copying their brands. So as we can see here, IOHK, again, we have Emergo and the Cardano Foundation that really all form and help the Cardano blockchain. But New Balance, one of the leading brands in athletic footwear, 8,000 worldwide, increasing revenue from 2.7 billion to 4.1 billion last year. So good to see the growth there. And what's happening is this. So let's check this quote by Charles Hoskinson, CEO of IOHK. So he says that it provides a lot of things to New Balance and what they're struggling with, or that they're struggling with. Last year, New Balance confiscated around 25 million pairs of fake shoes. Authentication is a very expensive proposition for a bunch of brands. What he wanted was to bring to the table only a better way for them to accommodate, but also potentially create a marketplace. And again, he, envisages that Cardano will solely not just facilitate and establish provenance, it will also help the companies or manufacturers to spot those who are producing fake products and are manufacturing merchandise on the side. Also produce an efficient secondary marketplace for luxury goods by authenticating produce, and even produce royalties or fees that return to the original manufacturer. Very cool. And again, this is all on bitcoinexchangeguide.com. Next, XRP Neo. I wanted to go over this point, found this interesting. So we just talked about, going into decentralized finance as well with XRP in the ledger. So right here, okay, so XRP is targeted towards cross-border payments. Okay, who else besides XLM with Stellar? Micropayments with Coil. Who else? And feel free to comment down below, guys, any other projects. I'm sure there might be other projects that are covering this. I just don't think that they have the manpower, the money, and to the same extent that Ripple, the company, is driving along with Spring, Coil, even SBI with MoneyTap, and then R3 as well. We just have a lot of powerful players really, really trying to drive adoption. All right. derivatives, which is coming, and then banking applications. So, there's probably a couple other cryptocurrencies, but not as good, most likely, and that can be my confirmation bias. So please always do your own research and let me know. And then, is this crazy saying XRP could completely dominate the market? No, I think there's going to be, a good amount of top players, but I'll tell you one thing, it's not going to be 2,000 cryptocurrencies. That's absurd. That's a lot. That's way too much. Another thing I saw was with Anthony Pompliano. You guys know him with his podcast, along with, Morgan Creek Digital. Basically, he's talking about Ripple now a little bit and trying to learn more. And Galgatron made a really cool post. It was kind of blunt, but he said something like, Ripple the company does not care about Pompliano talking, about Ripple and XRP to all his Bitcoin followers. The battle for cryptocurrency is going to solely be won from the top down, not the bottom of the barrel up. And I thought that was really true because, we're working with, and let me get these exact numbers, and these are quotes from Ripple. So they're actively working with at least the top 30 or 30 central banks. I don't want to just assume and say the top, so I'm sorry. With 30 central banks, and then they do say the top 40 to 50 world governments. And this is straight out of the horse's mouth from Ripple employees themselves as well, on at various financial conferences, news outlets, you name it. All right. And always take everything with a grain of salt, meaning, be a little cynical, be skeptical. This is your money that you're investing, and always do your own research. But again, guys, I don't think that they'd be lying about this. You can't. All right, this is another cool thing I wanted to show. So Ripple XRP, it's XRP_investor. This is a short clip of 1994, back when they're talking about the internet. This is so funny. They're talking about the @ symbol and the little keyboard signs. They're trying to read websites and explain different domain names in this video, and they don't even understand what the internet is. They're talking about, how it really started back then. Various universities were using the same network and able to add information like a database. And they were just like, what? This is so wishy-washy, and, we don't really see this being, having any true application right now, but apparently it's some big thing. And it's so funny because you could kind of do the same thing with Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, XRP, you name it. Really just blockchain as a whole, guys. We are entering the internet of value, and I just thought this video clip was really funny, and I just wanted to draw on that. Right here, and this is going to be the last thing we're going over. So this is at XRP Center. So this week in XRP. So we got Spring acquires Logos Payments. So we already went over that. We got Toast Wallet, and they got a version 3 released. And it's a free open source XRP wallet for Android users, iOS, Windows, Mac. So for anyone that wants another type of wallet option. We got MoneyGram and Walmart extend a partnership. So I want to know what this was in regards to, for those of you that know. Now, keep in mind that, Ripple and MoneyGram are very well connected, and of course, with the strategic partnership. And you could argue they have an indirect partnership with Walmart, as we can see here, though. So Walmart's Money Center has several crossovers with DLT, albeit indirect. For example, MoneyGram has recently announced that $30 million investment with Ripple, and really it was, partially an acquisition, so it doesn't really matter. Either way, they have vested interests to help each other, especially in the cross-border remittance space. And in addition to confirmation that MoneyGram will be using Ripple's XVIA and XRapid, must be a typo. And Alex Holmes, CEO of MoneyGram, already goes over this, and they said they're ramping up XRapid usage and adoption in Q4, which is good. And then while there hasn't been a direct announcement that Walmart will be participating in the budding Ripple partnership, Walmart is partnered with MoneyGram centers all around the world. So I'm kind of curious because Walmart, as we know, they did get a patent for using cryptocurrency, and this was, literally a month ago. So pretty interested to see what comes of this. So I want to look more into that before I talk about it. And of course, we know Faisal Bank, they joined RippleNet. And then we got Remessa Online. They launched the Brazilian Real and then the Euro corridor, which is good to see. And again, you guys can always do your own research and look at the actual articles. I just want to touch over that briefly. And then Ripple speaks at Sibos, which is Swift's financial conference annually. And then also the OECD, and that is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. And then lastly, Binance US, the US version exchange of Binance has gone live. So hopefully that's additional liquidity. Now, what's cool is all of these big exchanges that list XRP, you have to take into account the circulating supply. The primary holders really of XRP today that we know of, unless you believe in the possible pre-allocation theory, which is viable, anything is possible, are primarily exchanges, large groups like Coil, Ripple, and then some of the founders and holders. All right, so pretty interesting there. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Let's see, that's the article there. Got Ripple. All right, I think that is all I wanted to go over today. I really just kind of wanted to make a quick video update testing this quality for the audio. Let me know if there's any problems. Completely fine, and I will get right back to working on it. But again, guys, appreciate everybody that hits the like button, shares this around, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.